What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome into NYJ today. In this video, I'm going to be discussing the New York Jets and their dire need to add edge rushers this offseason. If you take a look at the 2021 team defense for the New York Jets, it was one of the worst in franchise history. I'm going to explain to you how pass rush is going to be one of the most effective ways to get this defense playing all gas, no break. Let's go ahead and get after it. Before we get into the video, if I could get you to please jump up the like button, and if you're new here and you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I do want to let you know that we will be live this upcoming Wednesday, January 26th. We'll be talking New York Jets offseason, the NFL draft, the Senior Bowl's just around the corner, NFL free agency. Stop by, join us, would love to have you, and to take your comments and questions. So I won't sugarcoat anything. This defense last year was very, very difficult to watch. Pass defense, our rush defense. We allowed the most points in the NFL last season, over 500 points allowed. So to get right to the gist of it, it's inexcusable. It's not okay. And as New York Jets fans, we need to, put the pressure on this whole regime to fix the defense. And I think that, again, I've mentioned this in some of our live streams and some of my videos. The New York Jets are going to address the defense and they're going to address the offense this offseason. So many times I see on social media that people are saying, no, we got to fix the defense this offseason. We can't be going crazy and signing players and using first round picks on offensive players. And then vice versa. I hear the exact opposite. People are saying that we need to continue to improve the offense and help to build around Zach Wilson. And I just think that's a very, very simplistic way of looking at things. Joe Douglas, Robert Saleh, they are not going to just look at one side of the ball this offseason. And again, if you look at the defensive rankings, if you looked at the performance on the football field, you would see there's a clear need. There is a deficit of talent on this defense. And I'm going to show you some stats in just a few seconds, some rankings for this Jets defense that really, really paints a picture of why this defense struggled so much and why the pass rush will help us. I've selected 5 categories that I think really, really highlight the need for edge rushers and for Joe Douglas to be super aggressive in acquiring those edge rushers. And it's in free agency, trades, or the NFL draft. I'm not going to insult your intelligence. I know you know how to read. Third down conversion rates. The NFL is a passing league, and teams are simply throwing it more on third downs than they ever did in the past. So even on those short yardage situations, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, maybe even on 3rd and 1, teams are starting to throw the football in those situations. And if you're not able to get in the face of the quarterback quickly, it's going to cause so many problems for your defense. And if you just kind of reflect on the 2021 season, there were games where it felt like our defense was on the field forever, allowing these drives to continue on and on and on, 7+ minute drives, close to, 10 minutes in some cases, these drives just taking up an entire quarter. And it compounded the issues that the Jets were having as well on offense because you're not only are you not able to stay on the field, you can't get off the field when you're on defense. So one of the crucial elements that I want to kind of summarize here is being able to get off the field on defense has to simply get way, way better. We were in the bottom of the NFL here, 27th ranked. That's not good enough. And again, when you take a look at takeaways, the interceptions that we're getting, 7 on the entire season, a 17-game schedule. Over the course of the year, we didn't even average 1 pick per game, which is really, really not good enough. I mean, I can't emphasize that enough. That is really, really bad. And I think that some fans kind of look at that and they say to themselves, okay, well, we need to improve the corners and we need to improve the safeties so we can generate, more turnovers. And I do agree. There's no doubt about it. The safety position has to be addressed. Ashton Davis, at times really struggled last year. And, Marcus May, coming off of his injury, coming off of being franchise tagged, it seems unlikely he's going to be brought back. So the New York Jets are going to make additions, I think, to their secondary. I don't think there's any doubt about it. But I just want to make sure that my point is emphasized here. The pass rush, is not a be-all, end-all in regards to fixing these things and these categories that I've put up on the screen, but it is a significant factor. And again, if you don't improve the pass rush and you focus more so on the secondary, it will get better, but it will not get good enough to win in the NFL. Luckily for the New York Jets, I think there's actually quite a few options for them to improve the edge rushing and the pass rush this offseason. I take a look at free agency, and there are a number of guys that are veterans that would really, really help to boost the pass rush for the team. So guys like Jadeveon Clowney are out there, Chandler Jones, Emmanuel Ogbah is out there. There's a bunch of guys available to sign. And again, I know people want to, focus on adding youth and adding guys that are in their primes. I think that there needs to be a balanced approach from Joe Douglas. You can't just add guys through the draft. You also need to supplement your team with some veterans in free agency. So a guy like Chandler Jones to me is one of my favorite, potential, adds to this defense. This is a guy coming off of a 10.5 sack season in which he was injured the year prior. And I know he's getting a little bit older. I personally would be willing to pay the price and to add this guy to our team because, just quite frankly, we are desperate for pass rushing ability. The NFL draft, I'm going to talk a little bit crazy here, but Aiden Hutchinson, Kayvon Thibodeau, I think they are both right there in the mix for being, the top pass rusher. If by some miracle they are able to slip a little bit in this draft and fall to number 4, I think it's an absolute no-brainer. They would be the pick, I think, at number 4. And I don't think it's crazy to talk about the opportunity or the possibility of moving up from number 4 overall and drafting one of these guys. I think that there's going to be potential for some movement in that top 5. So it's not completely crazy. And again, it's not the only option that the Jets have in the NFL draft. There's another guy that I think you should keep your eye on, Cameron Thomas of San Diego State. This is a guy that I think could be someone the New York Jets fall in love with leading up to the NFL draft. There's lots of options though for the Jets, and I think that we should be encouraged as Jets fans that Joe Douglas, this is his philosophy. Robert Saleh, this is his philosophy. They're going to go aggressive and they're going to go find some guys that can get after the quarterback. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who are some of the guys that you really want to add to our edge rushing and to our pass rush? I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go Jets, and I'll see you guys next time.
Jets!